Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, thank you as always for the love and support, and the upliftment is truly appreciated. And if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And you've been with me for a while, you've been riding with me for a while, thank you for the support. But also drop a comment, it'd be good to hear from you. And anybody needing any kind of vibes, upliftment, just to get through your days, allow yourself to be calm, from the, the vibes that may come in and puts a little bit of resistance and frigidness, all that, keep you going, and keep moving and elevating the best way you know how. And being open from the the unknown of the things that's taking you to that next level. And as always, for the people that's coming in to seek, destroy, distract, or anything like that, I'm still wishing you love, blessings, and ultimate healing. So whatever you're trying to place upon me, my energetic signature images or whatever, is highly protected, strongly guided, and heavily loved. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you're becoming what you want to see within the world. Keep evolving. Yes, Lord. It has been crazy. Okay, I forgot what is that? The flower moon that just passed the other day. Or was it? Yeah, yesterday. It was like yesterday and the day before that. Man, that was a doozy. You're going through all these different things, and basically seeing things in a different light. You may be going through, different challenges in your life. You're trying to move on, you're trying to heal. And those things, it's just like that uncomfortableness is you being on the next level. Because a lot of times when we're dealing with stuff, it can be overwhelming. It can be annoying. But these are the different things when you really step back. These are the things that you needed. You're tapping into the unknown, where maybe there will be certain things that you went through in the past that really hurt you, really deeply traumatized you, scarred you, or whatever. But it's showing you no longer have to hold that. We don't have to allow ourselves to be ace boom booms, whatever you want to call it, towards your pain. Your trauma, those different things that has really slowed you down or made you look at yourself different, made you look at the world different, made you shut off. Anything that really just shook you to the core, to where you're not allowing your heart to be open for the new. And you're seeing those different things into your life, because it's just like, I tell everybody, it is not easy. It's not easy to be on an unknown frequency, especially if you've been on that vibe for so long. You're trying to switch it up because you're like, I want better in my life. I'm tired of going through the same stuff I'm going through. And you see that the cycles are repeated. You don't want to be in that same repetition. You want to be able to go towards that next level. And for you to be able to do that, there are certain things you had to let go of. Allow yourself to see the lessons and the blessings through everything, no matter if it's negative or positive. These are the different things that's going to be applied towards the growth. Even if it's something that it comes in where it's resisting. Even when you allow yourself, when you're grown, when you get tired of your own BS. Okay, like, man, look, why are you still allowing this to bother you? Well, it's just showing you how things really are. That truth is sometimes hard to digest. You might choke on it a little bit. But these are the different things that's taking place into your life, where this allowed you to know these are the necessary things that you need into your life. These are the different things that you had to tap into. What are these situations trying to teach you? It's trying to give you growth. Are you allowing yourself to grow, open towards the flow? But allowing yourself to go ham when it comes to all the different things into your life, because these are the different things that's making you become a better person, a better vibe about yourself, because it's like so many different things that's taking place into your life, where a lot of times you never really know that experience you went through in the past holds purpose on what you're doing today. But you have to be able to allow yourself to see as that, because I know a lot of times you go through some stuff and you're like, man, look, if I gotta keep dealing with this stupid stuff all the time. But it'll be that time where sometimes it has to happen a couple of times for you to really understand what universe is really teaching you, what God is wanting to show you, and all these different things. I have to remind myself a lot of times, God is where he need to be. He's trying to get you where you need to be. So these are different things you may have to go through, just for you to go through that ultimate change. You want greatness in your life. It's not going to come easy. You going through different things where it's really showing you your power. You know, if you got as far as you have, maybe you're maybe in depression, or you feeling depleted or defeated. But if you really allow yourself to really step back, you know, because a lot of times when going through stuff, it's automatic. You know, if it's not going the way we thought it was, or it's becoming harder than you thought that you ever imagined, just allow yourself to be grateful for the fact is, even if you don't understand it, you're being guided towards different things that you don't know where it's taking you, but you're allowing yourself to be brave and doing that. Baby, that's strength right there. It is very, you know, a lot of times we'll sit up here and listen to the person that cat down the road tell you some stuff and you automatically do it. But when God's telling you to do that, we get all, wait a minute, where you got me going here? And I'm like, that's the one you shouldn't be second guessing. But those folks out, you know, out there, those are the ones you need to. But these are the different things, you know, you're becoming the change that you want to see in the world. You know, there's so many different things that's going on in this world. You know, and prayers out to the people in Dallas. There's just so many different things that's taking place where I'm just like, why can't this world be a better place? You know, you're going to be that one that can be able to do that, because you know, if you want change in the world, we had to go through the ultimate, because there's a lot of times where there are certain people out here that really went through some stuff. Now, I mean, really went through some stuff where it shouldn't have even turned out good for you. But yet you're still going. You're still in your right mind, even though it may be a little shifty because you're going through some stuff. But that's okay. You're allowing yourself to really see it. And it's just like, you got to be able to not talk negative to yourself. Like, man, this is going to take forever to do this. You know, you don't want that kind of reality in your life. You have to be able to say, you know what, no matter what I'm facing, I know God is protecting me. God has got me. You know, he's guiding me where I need to be. If he done got me here this far, oh, it's going to take you even further. But these are the different things that's telling you, recognize your power, believe in yourself. You know, even when there's different things that may put, you know, breathe doubt and fear into that, you know, disconnecting from anything, you know, anything in the life, even if it has to be, you know, friends, families, whatever, you know, whatever kind of connection it has, even within yourself that you speak negative vibes on. You know, if you know you're wanting to go somewhere, or you're really trying to put in this, you know, you're going in on that grind. You know, I want to be this better person. I want to hit this pinnacle. I want to surpass this obstacle. I really want to heal from this situation that really brought me down. When you're allowing yourself to, you know, give that kind of talk to yourself, you are becoming your own best friend. And a lot of times, you know, you may be in situations where you're in spiritual awakenings, and all of a sudden everybody drop like flies. You know, or they like roaches when the lights come on. They done scattered. You know, they done left. But these are the different things that's telling you, you can make this on your own. You know, a lot of times you have to understand there's certain situations, well within yourself, that all has an expiration date to it. You know, if there are certain people that's going to be into your life and is meant to grow with that, it's going to grow with you. But sometimes you got to part ways, and then you got to come right back. You know, you're going through your own different things that's taking place in your life, to where you can just sit back. You know, just really sit back and see all the different things that you have faced. You know, even if you're not exactly where you want to be right now, you are smack dead into something that you never knew you were going to be. You know, and it's just being able to allow yourself to know, even if these things I'm going through really shook me, and it really took all the energy out of me, but I'm trying to stay strong. That lets you know you are brave. Mother, shut your mouth. You know, you really are. Because there's different things that comes off in your life that other people would have hauled ass with. They wouldn't even allow themselves to tap into that. And it's just like, well, all these lunar eclipse, you know, solar eclipse, all these different strong elements, you know, is bringing out a lot of stuff. Like, you really having to tap into that, you know. And that's that time where it's telling you need to isolate yourself. Well, it's not isolate yourself, but, you know, not isolation, but solitude. You solitude, not isolation, you know, because it's just, you're in solitude mode, you're in hermit mode, because you really want to get in touch with yourself. When you know you're getting serious about yourself, not second guess it, because my mom will tap in, and I love my mom to death, God rest her soul. It's like, you're going to miss out on a lot of blessings you're waiting on for other people to do something. You're going to really miss out on the best thing that's trying to open up for you, because you're too busy having that same door open that should have been closed. You know, you're going through these different things, like you had to go through that. You really had to go through that. And you are in that season, like, try me season. This is going to be me type season. This is going to be my glow up type season. These are the different things. I mean, were you really getting aggressive with yourself? You know, you have gone through different things for the last few years, and it's probably been a good minute. It's like you've been hitting every goddamn thing, like you felt like Friday the 13th was a gloom and boom over you. And these are the different things where it was preparing you for something so much greater. But we had to be able to handle that storm. We had to be able to sit in it to really understand why I had to go through that. You gotta be very transparent. These different things that is taking place in your life may have shook the mess out of you. You may have shook the mess out of you. You probably going through stuff that you wouldn't even wish on your worst enemy. Even if the enemy was the ones that put you there, you wouldn't do that. But these are the different things that had to take place within your life. Let you know you the ish. You are. And it's not saying that you like people are beneath you, but no, there's something about you that's very genuine and very rare. And it has to be at the time where your enemies can see it, but there's people that are manifesting into your life that's taking you towards that next level. They can see it like, hey, I need to get with homeboy right there because he on that vibe with me. We're seeing it. We ain't gossiping about nobody, talking down about nobody, but you understand it. This thing was a certain situation I was trying to get out of, or these are certain situations I was really trying to get clarity out of, and I really had to be over in my vibe. So it was just like telling you, hey, quiet the noise in your head. Just quiet that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? These are the different things where allow yourself to see the beauty in the most ugliest situations. Really see that. And a lot of times it's just like not everything you can see a beautiful thing out, especially if you have family that passed away. There's no way you can see a good thing out of that other than they're no longer suffering or that person's at peace. Those are the different things that's taking place. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. But you're going through all these different changes is where, even if it brings up emotions, you allow yourself to show gratitude for it. There's a lot of times it's hard for us to be thankful for the hell that we had to go through. But these are the different things that really shook you to the core to remind you who you truly are. You had to really go through those things. And it takes day by day. You can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm, this whole week, I'm just going to be about it. Ain't nothing I'm allowed to get towards me that way. When you really shouldn't do that. You don't, it's like, if you tell God your plans, let him laugh at you. A lot of times he puts you in those situations to see if you're going to be self-destructive towards yourself. I'm going to give you a situation and see if you're going to be, I'm going to show you like a whole sign, like you can have all this and more if you cut this corner. Or you can have something a lot better. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. You want to sit up and see all these different boxes. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be that main box that really got your attention. Really got your attention. And it's just like, okay, you be paying everybody damn bills and they put in your name type situation. Or you getting this one and it gives you so many beautiful things in there. But that box doesn't really have you, but this one is. And God's, he'll put you in certain situations. Like a lot of times cutting corners is not going to be good for you, especially if it's something that's going to be, it's really going to put you on the map. You're really about to blow some stuff up, within your life. And talking about certain things, I gotta be very careful how I use words on here. But you're going through these different things where he will put you in these micro tests all the time, and you're just really trying to understand, is this person learned from their past? If this person learned or allow them to embody, consume the knowledge that I gave them about these certain experiences that I placed them in. Are you going to take that long way? Because that journey, and a lot of times, sometimes we want our microwave blessings, but microwave blessings is those, like fast food. You already know this mess can cut your stomach up. You be up in there in the bathroom, or it'll be something where you just eat and it was just like you eating a Tic Tac, your butt hungry again. Those are one of those ones like, yeah, it might bless you, but this ain't staying. What I got for you right here in this little box, this is something huge, but you are so busy looking at this flashy stuff right there, and you're not catching that picture. So it's just like when you're doing that, it's allowing you to see what can catch your mind. And it could be, and that tiny box could be like a little key. And it's the key to, your future. It could be a key to something you never thought you would tap yourself in. It will be worlds of wonders, and these are the different things that's going on into your life where you're learning. You're really learning. And these are the different things you take back. You really take a step back. That's what I meant to say. And you're like, Dad, I really got through a lot of stuff. I maybe had to go through it by myself. Different people walked away from me I thought would stay. But be in those situations where you had to digest that uncomfortability. There was really a lot of things that was hard for you to digest, but you had to be in that vibe where you have to accept it. You know, you had to let go of a lot of things that you really didn't want to let go of. You know, you had to make some tough decisions like, you know, can I do this? You know, you looking for that sign, and the sign is there. You know, if it's meant to stay, it'll be there. If it's something you have to let go of and it's supposed to, it'll come right back down to you. But you're on that vibe of really knowing yourself in a way you weren't able to know before it until you went through these different, strategies or, challenges and stuff like that into your life. And it's just like you going against the grain. You pushing your own envelope. It'll be at that time, where different things you say, okay, I'm going to do this in my life. Yeah, I'm about to be on that grind. Next thing you know, you get sick. Or it'll be something that's, take place and just see, you never know. Because the devil going to put that on you because you got that mindset like, hey, I'm about to do some big things right here. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm being guided to be able to do that. He's going to put all kind of obstacles in your life. Like, it make you feel like this is a lie. No, you can't. You want to breathe all fear into your life. Once you're talking negative to yourself that these things are not possible, how am I going to be able to get through this? I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. But it'll be just those different things where you really step back. And you just like, these are the different things that, even the devil putting this in there to challenge me, to make me want to doubt myself, make me breathe fear all into my elements. When God allowed that to happen, just to let you know, regardless of what you doing over here, on that challenge, I'm about to challenge myself. I could be tired, I could be, have a headache or whatever like that, but I'm still push through. And that's where God is showing you. You see, no matter what has been placed on you, whatever it was on a stump or on a speed bump, whatever was placed on you, you allowed that. Even though that happened, you didn't allow that to stop you. Even if there's certain things with people, took place or whatever, you didn't allow that to stop you. And sometimes you have to sit back, you have to really, go back in hermit mode just for you to be able to reevaluate yourself, self-assessing, different things into my life. Like, I really want to be the best version of myself. But being the best version of myself, there's going to be some uncomfortable things I have to go through. Blessings, when they come in and really supposed to impact you in a lot of ways, it's going to be very uncomfortable. And you really having to really grow through those different things in life. And when you're seeing, I went through stuff. You've been, you're being honest with yourself. There's some parts of me that was toxic. And I had to be able to let go and heal that. There's some parts of me that I kept focusing on the past and not appreciating it for what it was, even though it was really heartfelt for me or it was heartbreaking for me. But you're allowing that to become a better person. You're understanding what was being taught to you within those situations. And just saying, just because this started off like that don't mean it got to end that way. I can create better for my life if I allow myself to. It's so easy for us to give up. It's so easy for us to put doubt in the situation. But even when there's different things that, God and the universe tell you, besides all the things you see around you, don't mean that you can't come out of that, But I'll put you in that situation to see where you're going to stay focused on, the stuff that's going on around you or where I'm leading you to. And that'll be the big thing he tells everybody. Because there's a lot of y'all I talk to, and we all going through stuff. You're like, Roz, I had this, and that, this person is just, just coming at me crazy like that. And it'll be the different things where, that can hurt, especially if, you ain't that person that did that. But you have to understand, not everybody got the mindset and the heart like we do. It's not always guaranteed that just because you treat somebody kindly, that don't mean it's going to be reciprocated. And those are the different things where it's telling you, oh, okay, they showed me their true colors. This situation showed me their true colors. You ain't got to be mad. Don't take it personal. And a lot of times it's hard for us not to take it personal. We spiritual beings and human experience, so we carry that emotion. But it's allowing you to see things for what they truly are. That has nothing to do with you. Whatever it is, it has nothing to do with you, but you can grow from that. You can be like, oh, I needed that. These are the eye openers that we've been going through for a long time, where it's telling you handle yourself accordingly. Walk away from things that are no longer serving you. Allow yourself to break bread with things that's trying to elevate you. And a lot of times that journey may be, a little lonely. At times it is, but it's just like, universe is going to bring people into your life that's going to encourage you. They're not going to breathe fear or doubt into your into the things you're trying to create. They're going to believe in you. They're going to, even when you really trying to find your way up to point A to point B, you're going to have people in your life saying you can do it. It may be hard, but you're going to do this. You're going to appreciate those different things. And that's why a lot of times when we're heading towards that journey, it's not going to be easy where you're like, oh, hey, point A, boom, here's my blessing and open up the door. A lot of times we had to go through those different situations where we had to deal with a lot of diversity, adversity, and all this stuff. Different things that really hit us to the core that you can't believe, like, it'll be those situations. But when you get to that point where you can see all the stuff that took place in your life, even the harshness, even the ugliness that took place in your life that really just broke your heart, that helped you uplift your soul, you're going to look at that and say, I needed that. I needed that, because these are different things that come in where if I go all into it, and I'm going all into it, or whatever, on my heavy grind towards that next destiny of mine that I'm trying to build up, not sleeping on myself, because there'll be different days you're going to want to give up because the stuff get heavy. It really does get heavy. But you making that change within yourself, you want to see within the world. Because there's a lot of times when folks is really on some real dark stuff, there is no way in hell you can get up out of here and make something beautiful about that. And that's why God picked you for that. That's exactly why God picked you for that. Because somebody hear your story and they'll be like, oh my God, stuff like this don't end well. But with you, some kind of miracle, some kind of blessing out of that miracle, you were able to stand foot and say, yeah, I did it. These are the different things that I suffer from. These are the different things that was, it really was weighing heavy on my heart that I know I had to forgive myself, forgive other people, understand what element was trying to show me. What is this trying to make me embody? What is this trying to make me break away from? What are these different things that had to consume me? You getting out your own way. Start believing in yourself. Start talking growth into your life, not fear and doubt. We can get like that. You're like, man, this shit ain't gonna never take place. This is good. And you're making that your reality, and you don't want to. You really don't want to. But it'll be those different things where, I had to be able to go through that because it makes me appreciate myself. And then if I went through it and I did it by myself, you had your encouragement here and there, because you got different people that are coming in and out your life. Don't mean they're always going to stay there. And some of them still do. But you were going through that experience of where you're seeing certain things that they had, and it was vice versa. It was a student-teacher situation. We all learn from everybody. We are never too old to learn something new, And these are the different things that took place in your life that you really can truly appreciate, Because you could be that person. Y'all hear me for a long time saying that. You don't know how you can be inspiring, to be seen as inspiration for many people. You don't went through some gut-wrenching stuff. Like, I don't understand how you got through it. The Most High, you did. And those are the different things that come into your life where people just feel like there ain't nothing good can come out of that. Yes, it can, because you're living proof it has. It didn't come at you easy because you had to be able to appreciate that. So when God opened that door for you with all these infinite blessings, when you get that, when you finally get through it, because you done went through tooth and nail with that skin off your teeth. You were going in ways like you pushed yourself even when you didn't have the energy to push yourself any further, but you did. And that's where universe will stop. You becoming untouchable. You become unbreakable. These are the different things, unwittable. All those different things. Like, I appreciate that. Ain't nothing nobody can take from me. Only God can take that from me. And those are the different things where you glad you went through that. Because nobody, when you finally hit that pinnacle, and surpass that pinnacle that you thought you were going to go through, maybe like 10 times higher. Those are the different things where nobody can sit up here and say, they gave you nothing. I earned that. I earned it. And nobody can say, oh, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had this, or if it wasn't for me, you ain't got to hear that. I had people walk away from me. I had people didn't believe in me. I had people laugh at me. I had people, breathe fear and doubt into my situation because they were hoping I wouldn't, But you did not. You allowed that to be your fuel. It's not like you proving nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Your energy gonna speak before you do. Especially if you've been through some stuff. These are the different things where it humbled you. It really humbled you. You don't look above nobody. You don't look above nobody unless you lifting them up with you. That's the only time you should ever look down at anybody. And just being able to tell them, you know what, you go through some things. We all do. There are certain things that we don't even speak on. The battles we face that we don't speak about. We're like, oh, I'm fine. No, you lying. You going through some, I'm going through some stuff, but you're allowing yourself to be patient. A lot of times it's hard to be patient like that, or it's hard to trust the process because of the stuff that you got to deal with in the surroundings. God know that, but you already know why you in this mess. You creating a blessing within it. He always put you in the storm, but he's the shelter over it. You become your own storm. It's like, and I had to be, that person. Well, I was sitting up here saying, you're powerful. You can really, damage some stuff. You can really put a dent in the program because your mind is strong. It's a very powerful weapon. That's the reason why there's so many entities that try to sit up here and confuse it, because they know that's a powerful blessing. Very powerful. But these are those different things that you see that I had to go through this. It allowed me to look at myself different. Being able to give myself a pat on my back, even through a tiny victory. If you went all day without having a negative memory of the past and you allowed yourself to embody that back, you can say, ooh, not mine. That's not, part of my reality anymore. This is what got me to that next step. Let it do what it do. Appreciate it for what it was. Forgive yourself for holding on to it as long as you did. If it has something to do with a person, forgive that too. You start appreciating things. You start moving accordingly. You on that vessel of element where you got to be very selective about what you choose to entertain, what you choose to listen to, what you choose to believe. You're at that vibe where you being very selective about the energy. This is sacred. If we communicating, it got to be on the same vibe or above. You trying to get me there. If it's anything below, I'm just not gonna communicate with you. It ain't nothing, ain't nothing personal. But I'm not on that vibe no more. That's not the language I speak. I speak growth. I speak elevation into my life. I speak prosperity. Things I'm trying to raise up for. Anything below that, I'm not matching that energy. You know what I'm saying? You know how people say match energy. That's why a lot of miserable people here. I'm not about to match that. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still sending blessings toward that way. Even regardless of what it's bringing back to me, I still send blessings towards that way and allow myself to keep moving, and keep doing what I do. But these are the different things that's taking place into your life where you can really truly appreciate. You seeing things in a whole different way. You seeing that you a beast. You up in beast mode. You still going. There's different things that's coming in where sometimes you got to disappear for a little while. You know what you got to do. You moving in silence. Different things where you are having a deeper understanding of why certain things went left for you. And then you're seeing how, why different things had to be cut cords with, and these are the different things. There was a part of you that really had to go in. Because, you can be dealing with, this person's this person's that, this person's this. But then you had to be able to understand, is this what you're attracting? Because there may be something within you that keeps on attracting that. But it's not always like that, because a lot of times people are like, well, they always have that saying, show me who your friends are and I'll show you you. But there'll be a time where you're on that vibe. They're even the most broken person, even though where we break away from old things, a person is trying to find their way. That you were in that vibe at one time. God gonna send a person right there to you because they, in their mind, they don't think they can get past that. There is no way I can surpass that. And if you got that mindset of I can never surpass that, then you're right. And you believing in that, you really are. You're creating it is in the reality. So universe will bring something to you, and you tell somebody what you went through, the different things you faced, the different things you had issues with. Be very transparent about that. That's why I love being able to do my videos. I tell y'all, these are the different things I went through. Be straight real about it. I'm very transparent about it. Anything I say, trust me, I got receipts to back it up. And it ain't bragging if you telling the truth about it. But these are the different things that really humbled me. I really had to see the beauty in the world as well as the ugly. And still, go about my business. But I appreciate every little single thing that I went through. Even if it was hard, it was something I got through. You're not in this by yourself, even though at times it may feel that way. You're not. You're going through different things into your life that's really changing you for the better. But it just has to be your choice to be able to see it that way. Because a lot of things that's come on uncomfortable, you about to step into some real stuff. That mess ain't going to come easy to you, because God want to make sure when you are being in direct alignment for whatever I'm preparing for you. And for you to be able to do that, you're going to go through constant wars. You're going to have people up here blocking every goddamn thing you're trying to do. These will be different things where it's trying to tell you killing the ego death, and that mess is not even good. That mess will take you somewhere. Even especially when you're dealing with dark night of soul. Oh, good God and mercy, God bless you. You're going through some stuff. And it really shows you're putting a true definition of what a warrior is. Because warriors don't deal with no petty stuff. They going to do something that's really going to smack reality on you. And where you really you are shook to the core. No, this is not my life. No. This is not what you're telling me. No. This is not what's taking. You had to really go through that. Because there are so many people in this world that can go through the darkest things. And you can see the ones that don't went through some dark stuff. Hell, half of the time they didn't even have to go through that. And they end up being like that to see the Chucky. Be different things like that. But that's not your journey. I'm going to put you through some real tough stuff. I'm going to have all type of people coming in your life. But this is at that mission where God helps you believe in yourself through moments of doubt. He make you love yourself even when you had to be surrounded by hate. Be stillness in the middle of chaos. You became your own storm. Why do you think storms are named after people? You had to really go through those different things in life. So you're allowing yourself to really step back, and you're seeing you are starting to become what we want to see in the world. But you had to be able to see that. God already knew you were that person to be able to do that. He's seen your potential. He's seen that. He created you to be that way. But you had to go through a lot of adversity and diversity to be able to get through that, to be able to see your truth, even when you had to embrace a lie. You really had to see that truth. And and sometimes the truth ain't pretty like that. Sometimes it's hard to digest the things that you've consumed for so long. Different things that you can't tolerate of. Now you're like, oh, hell no, I ain't tolerating that mess no more. You had to be able to go through that. Whatever you are lacking in your life, whether it was trust, self-worth, self-love, happiness, and strength, boundaries, and all those different things, God gonna make sure you seeing that you want all this. You see, this is not, this keeps you up at night. This is the thing to give you an ulcer. This become a pain in your butt. Or you want something that's just going to breathe life into you where you ain't got to work hard to be happy. That is right there. You had to be able to go through that. And it's just like when you take a sit back and it's not you, dwelling on the past, but you see where that past has brought you. You're staying in the present. And that's a hard thing to do, especially when you deal with some real G mess in your life. It's hard for you to be able to proper that, But it's telling you stop getting into that element where you keep rehearsing that pain. You keep rehearsing that story. We already surpassed that. And it was a video I saw on Instagram when it said that, why you keep rehearsing that pain? It did this, it did that, it did this, it did that. I was there. I had to be able to I was there. I rehearsed that damn pain a lot. Now it's me standing in the line of my truth of where that pain has brought me, how it uplifted me, how God protected me, how God moved me forward, how God separated me from the things that's no longer serving me, protected the things that sent to destroy me. Those are the different things I have to be able to rejoice and say that too, because a lot of times we feel like God is not real into our life. We'll sit up here when everything go good, we don't call God. But when things start getting bad, we start calling God. And God said, you need to stop doing that. I need you to call me when things are good. Show appreciation, because your situation, you don't know what I protected you from. You don't know what kind of energy and people that was coming to sit up here and try to devour you in every kind of way. I need you to give me my flowers, because I give them to you every day. You don't know what I protected you from. So you had to be able to do that. So when you saying that change in the world, you being very transparent about this, because it's like you really gone through some stuff. You know what you done gone through, And these are the different things that show your saving grace. You a star within your own element. Your own essence is something that you want to be able to nourish other people with. You tell them the stuff that you went through. Tell them what things that it was hard for you to just break away from. Because you probably went through some real jacked up stuff. Where it made you look at yourself different. Made you look at the world different. You closed yourself off, feeling like everybody in my life is coming to attack me. There's nobody in my life that genuinely loves me. You know, there's people I sacrifice a lot of things for my life that I shouldn't be able to sacrifice. You know, but you had to be able to go through that. Because it's like anything, you can be a billionaire. Anything that is going to cost me my peace, my freedom, my happiness, I don't care if I got a gazillion dollars up there. That price is too goddamn high, and I'm not about to buy that. Nobody going to be able to take that from me. You know, and if you asking me for it, you need to go on about your business. I'm not about to get that out. You know, and you stand solid in your boundaries. You know, not explaining to people why I didn't answer the phone, or explaining to people why I didn't text it, you know, anything. Now, if you're at your job, that's a different thing. But if it's other people, there'll be sometimes I see my phone, I don't want to talk. Sometimes, I see a text message, I don't feel like answering right now. Now, if it's an emergency, yeah, I handle it accordingly. But anything else is like, look, I'm in my me time. I gotta put myself first. That is not being selfish. I can't sit here pour into your cup and my cup ain't full. I gotta drink too. You know, it'll be all those different things. But now you're starting to see why you had to go through what you went through. You already understand and appreciate those battles you constantly face. Because it helped you overcome a lot of things you never seen was possible to do. It became possible within you. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of the video. Y'all would love, give a post notification shout out to Infamous Knowledge. Much love to you. If you're new to the channel, drop a line, subscribe, give a thumbs up, even share. And so, you know, through all this week, God bless you, whatever you're needing to get through. You know, hey, I'm sending that vibe a million times forward for you. See your light, see your potential. Don't sleep on yourself. Stay woke. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, life frequencies. You never know. Somebody could really need that, and just because you're doing it in a very genuine way, it's going to take you even further. So much love to you. Shalom. Peace. Namaste. God bless.